I am prepared, but not as prepared as I would love to be. This is a comment that I always get, and this is very normal. I want to give you some reassurance, and I want to stop and be away from the fear that a lot of preppers are pushing. And I want to step away from all of that because, like I said in my post, these so-called preppers, which in my opinion, and this is my personal opinion, they're just preppers on name. That's it. They got nothing else. But they're jumping into the fear, scaring everybody, their followers. They call them community, but they're just, fans. That's all it is. And let's be honest. This is YouTube. You can create the best community in the world, but if it's online, it's just fans. That's it. I know it sounds harsh, but that is the truth. And let's start beating around the bushes, because we need to stop, try to massage the truth so people will feel better. Now, why I put the stuff that I did in my post, and the comments are available in that post. So if you want to go and check it out, by all means, go ahead and do it. And comment in there. The videos no longer have comments at all. Not even the first hour. I just want to step away from all the noise and all the engagement and all the paranoia. And I want to step away from all of that, because if you are a prepper, if you have been preparing, why are you panicking? That is the question that comes to my mind every time that I hear this fear narrative. Go prepare, go fill up your tank, go do this, go do that. It's like, we haven't been doing this now for a bit. What are we doing? Are we just inciting fear into people's hearts just because we want the clicks? No, I'm sorry. I cannot be part of it, because in this channel, the prepper and the name of the channel means something, and I live the life. That's the problem, and I don't want to make this about me, but that's just the problem. That, again, community online, fan base, you see all those things. I want everybody to wake up and smell the roses, because you have been bamboozled for a long time. Now, I did put a poll in there, and I asked you all to participate, and about 65 votes we got. I was hoping for more, but we got what we got. About 82% of you said that you are fully prepared for whatever. 18% of you, in the other hand, said that you're not prepared at all. So 18% of 65 votes is 11.7. So round it up to 12 people. 12 people are not prepared at all. I want to encourage you to prepare. Don't believe what these people are telling you, that, oh my God, you can't prepare, you can't do nothing. Yes, you most certainly can. Yes, you most certainly can. It doesn't even have to be that expensive. You can spend as much as you want and as little as you want. Key, for example, if you want to prepare or be prepared, and have a defensive tool, what has been my recommendation in the channel? Ruger 1022. That's it. It's a workhorse. It just is. And you can get 500 rounds for like $44. And that is for me here in Alaska. Everything costs more in here. So you probably going to pay less. So definitely you can prepare. Food, people criticize rice and beans because food fatigue. And the problem with food fatigue is that when folks say that, it's because they have never gone hungry. And this is not a dig to anybody or anything like that. This is just factual. We ate rice and beans all the time. That's it. That's all we had. Rice and beans was a staple. Then if we can get an egg awesome. If we can get a bird, a dove, awesome. If we can get a cat, awesome. Whatever we can get our hands on. Fish, believe it or not, in Cuba, yeah, it's actually illegal to fish. People do it all the time, but they do get fined too. So keep that in mind. There's a lot of things that you all have to understand, that as much as you believe that you're being constrained here in the US, you really free in comparison to other countries. Doesn't mean that we couldn't be more free, but just bear that in mind. That is just for food, like rice and beans. I always say to everybody, just keep it simple. Well, I don't like beans. Well, stock away mashed potato. That's it. Well, I don't like mashed potato. Well, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. I can't recommend you something that I don't know. I don't know. Maybe your thing is oatmeal. I don't particularly care for oatmeal. I have zero oatmeal in my house. Zero. I just don't. Maybe your thing is spaghetti. Then put spaghetti away. Again, you can prepare. It's just a matter of priorities. For those 18% who went there and they said that they are not prepared at all, I have told you all how to do it in the cheap. I have shared with y'all how to do it. I encourage you to look at the videos and to take it hard. I'm not coming here telling you all what to do. We share what we do. We try to lead by example. That's it. It's not that we are know-it-all. We screw the pooch more than most. Hence the reason why we come here and we share with y'all what works. We often don't share the mistakes because we see it as counterproductive. Why are we going to share the mistakes when I can just share and respect your time, which is the way that it actually works? Now, perhaps that's the reason why people have commented in the past, oh, you think you know it all. No, I just don't share the mistakes because I don't see the necessity for it. I don't understand people's mindset. Why am I going to share the mistakes when I can just give you one guidance and that's good enough? Well, at least it's good enough for me. Just if you don't, I think it's a trust issue that people have been lied to for so long and so often. They just have no trust for anybody. But let me just put it like this. I don't gain anything by misleading you at all. I just don't. If you prepare, you are a benefit to me because you are one less person that I have to worry about. Plain and simple. If you're not prepared, then now I have to worry about you. I don't need to worry about feeding you or anything like that. I need to worry about you being a potential threat to me. Because yes, even though in Cuba, everybody tried to get along with each other because everybody needed each other, you still have to contend with thieves. You still have to contend with people with a lot of envy. You still have to deal with snitches. You have to deal with all of those things. But here that we have the ability to prepare. If you are prepared, why would you go to somebody else to steal when you have what you need? Why would you need help protecting yourself when you have a defensive tool? Why would you need me to teach you how to cook when you have acquired those skills and you know how to cook? You are self-sufficient. You have become self-sufficient. And by you becoming self-sufficient, you are now an asset and a help to me. You understand what I'm saying? Now, I will share something coming up for you guys to understand that we all make mistakes. And I recorded that video, just to bring down the fact that we often overcomplicate ourselves, even when we try to simplify things. And I'm going to release that video at 4 o'clock. So stay tuned for that one. And it's firearm related. And even though that I get parts for others, for example, let me share with y'all, because I will continue to use them. It just that sometimes we have to check ourselves. Like recent, I got more fire pins for my KS47. I got extractors. I know that they can go bad. Those are parts that, you know, inevitably they're going to be changed one day. I just wanted to have it. And I also got an ambidextrous extended charging handle. This one, they have it on special here in my area. Believe it or not, a charger like this, an extended charger, I can't find it for less than $100. So it's outrageous. So I just want to bring that up to y'all. You will never feel fully prepared. When you think that you are fully prepared, you're just kidding yourself, because you won't be. No matter how much you prepare, no matter how much money you have, even the government who have been stealing your money and my money for years, decades now, they're never fully prepared. You cannot have a contingency for every single event out there. There's just too many. And eventually you're going to have to evaluate which you want to prepare for, which are the more likely scenarios to happen, and what is the most important thing that you need to prepare for. In my case, it's my family and the very few friends that I have here. Now, unfortunately, I cannot help people. You know, aside from the videos that we make, I can't help people. It is unfortunate, but I cannot reach through the camera and help y'all. My best advice to you is just listen to what I say. It's not that I'm telling you to do something that I'm not doing. I promise y'all, I don't tell you to do something that I personally not doing it. I know there's a lot of mistrust out there, but again, I don't gain anything by misleading you. Unfortunately, not everybody thinks the same, but that is up to you to decide who you trust and who you don't. If you'd like to support the channel, check out the links in the pinned comment below. Consider joining our Frontier Prepper Squad or let an ad or two run. It really does make a difference. And always remember, those who prepare today will not struggle tomorrow.